Well guys, I have just under a month to be completely moved out from my house. Recently we've been working on quite a few projects. If you missed it, we did an RB28 swap out in Connecticut on the R34 Skyline sedan. We also put on some ABS Model 6 wheels on the 300ZX. And I didn't post a video of the drift event, but I took it to GLD, which is a skid pad, and we got some problems with the car. We'll get to that later. We recently put in a new transmission on the right-hand drive Integra, my very first car. For those of you who missed out, we were getting daily tickets while we were on the road trip in the Skyline for the Integra being parked on the driveway. That's right, the ticket said if the car is parked for an excess of 5 days, it's considered abandoned. Crazy. Got that sorted out, we just turned it around and now it's not abandoned. Crazy how that works. The Gloria is perfect as always, and there's still quite a few cars that are not here that I have scattered out at other houses, other storage units. That brings us to this very last and most important, in my opinion, car is the S13. This car has become a storage unit over the past couple days, weeks, months. Has it been a year? I think it's been almost a year since we've really put some work in on this car. The last thing we actually did was steal parts off of it, like this throttle body adapter, some coil packs, a shifter, and that was for the R34 build. But the R34 build is done enough right now. Obviously it's not, cars are never done, but it's done enough to the point where I want to put this S13 back together. It has been a workbench for quite some time. It's been sitting so long that one of the tires is flat. Can't forget about the junkyard parts that we find. Nothing like finding a two-tone in the junkyard. Did you guys see that video? Crazy to see. The last thing we really did to it was put a cage in it. We got distracted with other projects. I guess the first thing we should do is uncover everything from the car, maybe even push it outside and do an oil change on it. I don't even know the last time it was done, and honestly it's probably due anyways. Yeah, let's just start with uncovering it. Let's get to work. I think the first thing I want to do is actually install this Nismo shifter. For those of you who don't know, I actually bought this for the R34, but I didn't realize that there was a difference between the R33 and the R34 transmission. Apparently the shifter has 1 or 2 bends depending on the series. Now an R33 transmission, which I didn't realize I have, but I have in this S13, is actually a single bend. So this is the one I took out of the car, just factory. It's got the clips and plastics and whatnot. And this is the Nismo one. Apparently this is like a more solid rubber within here. It's supposed to be somewhat of a shorter throw. Not too sure. We'll figure it out. We'll see how it feels when we install it. Also comes with a new shifter bushing. Well, feels good to sit in here again. Unfortunately, it is still storage unit style. This is all the interior for this car. I didn't want to lose it, so I just kept it in there. Oh good, I put some protection on here. Keep some dust and debris out. Snap ring is still in there. There's actually a difference in the bushings. There's a bigger circumference, which is this one, and then a smaller circumference, which is this one. Don't remember which was for which, so I'm going to test fit. Let's test fit the smaller one first. Okay, that feels like it has play. Let's try this one. This only fits one way, really. You can see that there's 2 notches on the side of this circle, I guess, and then there's 2 stubs in there. So it just aligns to that. Oh yeah, this is the right one. Good to know, good to know. So now we'll expose our snap ring, which doesn't look like that came with one. Does this have one there? Oh, thank God. I'll just use the old one from this shifter. Okay, I think I've lost the shift knob. We'll have to find one of those. Actually, I do remember stealing that knob and putting it on the R34. Guess I'll add this shifter to the giveaway pile. Next, let's work under the hood. Let's do the coil packs, and I guess we can do the throttle body too. Do the coil packs first because they're much easier. Thankfully, this RB25 Neo in my S13 has a Greddy forward-facing manifold, so we don't have the ugly crossover and we don't have anything preventing us from getting to the coil pack cover. It's that easy. Nice oil cap, huh? Center cap to a wheel. Forgot I stole that too. Oh, actually, I've been waiting for this moment. If you know, you know. Alright, now let's pick out the best of these coil packs. I'm pretty sure there's 2 full sets here. The crusty ones are also included in this. The ones that came off of the R34. This one doesn't look too bad, right? But like, you know this one's original. Discard. I think this dude is the reason the cops don't like me. Never waves. And he's talking to the next door neighbor, which, get this, they're new neighbors, so. I think the 2 of them are the ones calling the village on me. For why? I don't know. But you can tell certain aspects about people. Pick up on that. Alright, coil packs are done. Guess we can put this hose back on. Little breather. Get a channel locks for that. Next, we gotta fill in this gap. I may have just gotten one of the best phone calls in a very long time. Just got off the phone with my realtor, and he said that the house that we were most favorable about, the one that we wanted the most basically, accepted our offer. What a relief. Now we got to go through like the process of them getting the payment, inspecting the house, like all the crazy stuff. But we have an accepted offer. I cannot wait to show you guys which house it is that we went with. It is a house that we showed. So it's one of those. I can't wait. Woo! Now I'm like super amped up. I can't wait to drive this thing. Usually putting window cleaner on couplers lets them slide on and off a lot easier. Alright, all we got left is to bolt on the throttle body. You know what? We got it off. Let's clean out all that gunk. Ugh. Oh my gosh. This Greddy adapter is pretty cool. It actually flips the throttle body upside down in order to utilize the throttle cable correctly. All this adapter does is allow you to use the stock throttle body for the RB25 with the Greddy intake. Because normally this bolt pattern is too big for stock. That's for like a 90 mil, which is a little too big for our current setup. There's one very important thing you need when putting a throttle body on. And that is a gasket. Happens to the best of us. Gotta take it all back apart. Throttle body is all hooked up. Intercooler piping is hooked up. Idler control valve is hooked up. Throttle cable's hooked up. And we forgot the TPS sensor. Just plug that in real quick. Okay, this is ready to rock. Now, the next thing I want to do is an oil change. So we got to move not 1, but 2 dead cars. Let's take the Z first. Oh, good power. I'm shocked, honestly. And now we'll take the work truck. Yeah, this thing's dead. I might just let it roll back. Why are the wipers on? Let's push this thing outside. I think this is the only thing in the way. look at that, started rolling. Probably close the hood. Make sure this still works. Okay. It's always good to see this car in the sunlight. About 1.5 years ago, I replaced an oil pan with Mr. Omar because the last one was kind of smashed in. Well, what do we have here? Brand new oil pan, smashed. Pretty bad. You know, it's pretty wild to see the drain bolt have scrape marks on it. I did jack it up from the core support, and that's because I reinforced it. It's all still raw metal under here. That's another reason I never really take this thing out, because it can't get wet or exposed to the elements. I'm really hoping that once we get a shop space or house space figured out, that I can really finish this car, put the time into it that it deserves. I just haven't wanted to take this thing apart in this garage because there's not too much space to put anything. I got too much junk. Too much junk. Not enough space. We'll get there. We'll get there. One thing at a time. Let's see just how dark this is. Not bad. This is a magnet drain bolt, which I like to run. Not too much debris on it. I think that's a good amount. Nothing too shabby on here. Now I like to use OEM filters, filtrays. Lately I've been running Valvoline VR1 20W50. Seems to hold up great. Apparently it has more zinc, which is really good for high performance, so that's what we're going to keep utilizing. She's finally ready to start. Now I don't have enough batteries for all the cars, so we're just going to use a jump pack. Got it connected to the terminals back here. There we go. Okay. It's running a little rough. I'm wondering if I mixed up some of those coil packs and now it's misfiring with one of the bad ones. If you guys don't remember, the issue we were having with the Skyline when I first got it is that it had partial misfires. And now my S13 is having a partial miss. So we gotta figure out which coil pack is misfiring. We'll grab a few coil packs to swap around. Oh, the joys. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel it missing. We're gonna unplug one at a time and see how much of a difference it makes. Alright, that feels way worse. Little to no change. Fourth coil pack was bad. I put a different one in there. Much better. Too much crap in the front. It was ruining my driver experience. But, alright, let's take this thing around the block. forget that no glass is kind of hard to drive with. Probably should put my helmet on. Don't know how much longer I'll be able to enjoy this spot, so I'm just letting it soak in. Yeah. Wait. Hey. Wait. Dude, this thing is so fun for no reason. Oh! Not another knuckle. Dude, I was gonna ask if I could try it. No. No way. I'm so sorry. It snapped it clean out.
It might have been like that already from the first crash.
Yeah. Hairline crack.
Hairline crack, exactly.
It as a possibility for the crack until it happened, and I was like, how did I not see that?
It's the Japanese tape.
It's the Japanese tape.
I have double-sided tape.
It's gonna be Scotch tape.
Is that the Ryan Cato body?
Dude, yeah.
Oh.
Very nice. You gotta charge the battery. Go ahead.
What we got here?
I don't know how this is gonna go, dog. Let's see.
Well, dude, that was our first love.
What we got here? Oh, I like the little liver you got going on. Nice.
It's coming off a little bit, but
That's okay. That's okay.
Where's that? go.
Yeah!
Shit!
Woo!
Rolls ankle, getting off the board.
Reality.
You tired?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
At what point is this a problem?